everyone. This is Dr. Dharmendra Kumar Yadav, Assistant Professor, Department of Statistics and Demography, National Institute of Health and Family Welfare, New Delhi. I will take a session on environmental forecasting using time series analysis with SPSS. So dear friends, as you all know that for any policy making for the future purpose, we need certain forecasting, certain predictions about any phenomena, and accordingly we can make some important policies. So regarding environmental policies, we need certain environmental forecasting, and here we will describe a very important statistical technique, that is time series analysis with the help of SPSS software. So we will discuss how we can make forecasting if our past data is given to us. So on the basis of that past data, how we can make the prediction about the future. So let's move. So the basic objective of these sessions are to introduce the time series analysis. So we will discuss what is time series analysis is basically, and then to describe the various components of time series, to describe the models of time series, which particular models are used for the time series purpose, to describe the applications of time series for the forecasting, especially in the case of environmental studies. So these are particular objectives of this session. So first of all, we will go for the time dependent data. What is time dependent data? So any data which is related with certain time points in which time component is involved, that is called time dependent data. And this time dependent data has three basic types. Number one is time series data, another is cross sectional data, number three is panel data. So these three type of data are called time dependent data. So in this session, we basically talk about the time series data, but at least we know what are the different other type of data, what are the nature, what is the definition of these cross-sectional and panel data. So what is basically time series data? So time series data refers to a set of observations taken over a given period of time at specific and equally spaced time intervals. That is, the observations are taken at specific points in time, means time intervals are discrete. Okay, so in simple words, we can say that time series data is nothing, only a data that is arranged in a chronological order, that is according to a particular time period. Okay, like suppose we are talking about the carbon emission of India or any other country from the last 10 years, then from 2010 to 2020. So this type of data, like from 2010, 2011, 12, and 2020. So this 10 years data from different time points, like 2010, 2011. So if any data is arranged according to time, different time points, okay, that is called time series data. And basically the important property is these specific time points are equally spaced. It means 2010, 2011, or 2010 to 2012, and then 2 years or 1 year. So gap will be the equal in time series data. Okay, so this is time series data. Like example, you can say that in our environmental, basically this time series is applied in every branch, every discipline. But basically we are talking about the environmental studies. So we will say that the daily or weekly generation of biomedical waste. As you all know that in hospitals, biomedical waste is a very important component. And if you want to know what is the weekly generation of biomedical waste, so in day 1 to day 7, each day, what is the particular, you can say, what is the particular amount of biomedical waste is generated in a hospital. So this type of weekly data or daily data is called time series data. Okay, another example may be data of annual CO2 emission by different countries. As I have told you earlier, that if you want to know what is the annual CO2 carbon dioxide emission which is generated by different countries, So such type of data is also called time series data because this data is announced on a different time points. So what are the different applications of this time series data? This time series data can be used to predict future values of a given environmental phenomena. Okay, the most and significant example of this time series data is to make the prediction about the future phenomena related with any environmental phenomena. Just I have told you what is the carbon emission rate, okay, what is the pollution level. If you want to make the prediction about the future about that environmental phenomena, then this time series data can be used. And this data can be used for forecasting of any phenomena like if you want to make any particular policy regarding the pollution control in India, then we need certain past data, and on the basis of that data, we have to make certain forecasting about the future values. And on the basis of those insights, we can make the effective policy making. We can make the effective policies regarding the control of pollution in India. So these are some important applications of time series data. Then time series data has at least one systematic pattern. As you all know that there is a pattern which is inherent in the time series data. Since this pattern may be the trend, it may be the seasonal or cyclic, or there are so many components. We will talk in the later session. So basically, when we talk this regression analysis is generally used for the prediction purpose if our data is a normal data. Okay, it means if there is no time dependent data, then we can make the prediction by using the regression analysis in statistics. But if our data is a time dependent data like time series data, then we go for the any other methods for the forecasting. We cannot apply the regression. So seasonality is another component which is generally inherent in the time series data, because you know that for different seasons the pollution level become high, or in certain season this pollution level becomes low. So this is the seasonal variations, and there are certain modern computer based programs or softwares which are used to analyze the time series data. Generally SPSS, which I'm going to talk to you. SPSS, JMP, SAS, MATLAB, and R. So these particular softwares are used to analyze the time series data. So it was about the time series data and its properties and its applications. So in the next lecture, we'll talk about the cross-sectional data and panel data. Thank you.